When men fail to lead, the children rebel and the women take over.
I got some good cooler counters, Miss Kendra. It's good.
Men, are you dealing with issues like this? Book a session.
I got 6, Kendra.
6. How old are you, Diamond?
I'm 44.
44. Have you ever been married?
I'm married right now, but I'm separated. My husband is a cheater.
How many children's dads do you have? Just one?
I got 6, Kendra. I gave every man I loved a baby.
Okay, so you have 6 children by 6 men, and you're married to a different man.
That's right.
You must got some fire vagina.
I got some good cooler counters, Miss Kendra. It's good.
What happened to wise women like this woman? Here's why, and why she explains why you shouldn't aspire to be a single mother, but have a father and a good man in your life.
At the standard, like, okay, I'm a single mother. I have a daughter. My daughter's 18. People have always told her, oh, you know, your mom has it all together. You have a good life. You travel. No, I need to be honest with her and say, no, I don't want you to be a single mother. Get married. Find a nice man that, you know, has some standards, some family values that you can raise a nice family with. This is not how it's supposed to be done. Right. I don't care how great it looks. It's not the way to go.
I'm tired of hearing pussy is power. It's a gabillion good coochies out here. If your man gives you a blueprint and tells you, this is how I want you to love me, this is how I want you to tend to me, cater to me, nurture me, whatever, so that I could be content in this relationship, why are you not listening? You don't go to a job and they give you the job description and you fucking wing it. So why are you winging it in your relationship and expecting the man to, you know, be loyal to you? I'm confused. But you want a man to love you in your love language. Women need to stop that one-sided ish. I can't stand it. If you two choose to come together and y'all verbalize things, why not respect it? Don't you think that would make the relationship go much easier? It's like y'all make it harder and then you wonder why this man is unhappy. He told you what he wanted. You didn't listen because you thought your pork chop was enough to keep him. It's a lot of pork chops out here. Do better.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
I'm a mom of 7 and I'm 33.
Okay.
With being a mom of 7, do you think that a woman of multiple children is still capable of finding someone?
First, let me ask you before I make the statement. Do the kids have the same father?
Yes, they do.
Okay, well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Okay, so this is a look. Hold on. We're talking about 7 children, okay? This is no offense to you because it's absolutely possible for you to find a quality
channel, and I look at who's in there making comments, right? And what I would almost say to you, brother, is just in terms of a thought, is I think there's a reason why men resonate with your message more than women, because I don't really hear the kind of intelligent, constructive advice that I think you're capable of when I see your commentary. I see a lot of stuff that could come off as woman bashing, right? Like that, just the little video I.
Black woman therapist tired of black women's attitudes.
Men, are you dealing with issues like this? Book a session.
And he told me that women don't apologize and women can't be held accountable. And I began to really think deeply about this idea. And one of the things that came across my mind is, in the last 9 months or so of me being in my private practice, I have myself experienced many women, whether they came as a couple or they came by themselves, they very abruptly discontinued their therapy. And I started to reflect and really think, you know, what was going on here? And I noticed that after I had to confront them about something, I had to bring to their attention something they were doing that wasn't contributing to the health of the relationship.
Nigga ass, loser ass nigga.
Your video with comments about a
He's a
certain
loser.
other female.
Just to let you niggas know, we don't need y'all. We want y'all, but we don't need you.
20 years later.
Our black men, we want all y'all back. Because we love you, we see you, kings, and most importantly, we need you. And most importantly, we need you.
And most importantly, we need you.
You can't.
If you a
that's for the streets.
You can't delete the ski. You can't delete the ski.
I know who used to suck dick every mother night.
This is the first family reunion we have had in 5 years. She's 96 years old. 96. Family reunions are about uniting the family, bringing together the young and the old, singing and dancing and thanking God, giving Him the glory, thanking Him for getting us over. As we marched up the road this afternoon, what we saw were young men gambling, fighting, cussing, women with no clothes on, gyrating all on this land. Do you see the shadow? The man and woman who were born here gave birth to this generation. They were slaves. They worked this ground. But they bought it from the widow of the slave owner. And that's the kind of blood we have running through our veins. That's the stock that we are made of. What happened to us? What happened to us? I mean, what? Do you know who you are? What happened to the pride and the dignity and the love and respect that we had for one another? Where did it go? And how do we get it back? I'm gonna tell you. Young black men, take your place. We need you. Your sons and daughters need you. Did you understand what I just said? You were sold off and had no choice. Yes, but now it's time to stay. Take your place. Now. Starting now. Starting now. Young black women, you are more than your thighs and your hips. You are beautiful, strong, powerful. I want more from you. Take your place. I want every single one of you. Young man, young woman, turn.
Fall comes to us in its own time. Fighters keepers, losers we.
Hi, I am Eve7770, and I count it an honor to be a virtual assistant for the kosher clinician. The purpose of this show is to foster positive ethnocentrism. Many times, other cultures are not astute enough to convey the complexities of clinical concepts and social trends. This show is dedicated to unpacking the nuances of male struggles and how to increase awareness with social factors and masculinity. As purported, mental health have become a crisis, and often fear and underrepresentation is issue that impacts change.
Fire for your mind. Kosher clinician.
If it ain't 7, it ain't kosher. Heaven and hell, that's what they told you. Real men put the strap down and we can toss them. Young heads picking back up and young dolphins. This is our culture. Now we talking kosher. Clinician, masculinity issues, asking fathers who miss you, mama drama don't kiss you, all a part of the ritual, this is how they get you, separate the men, women, clipping babies pretend to, damn, lovers, haters, acting like vultures, if it ain't 7, it ain't kosher, if it ain't kosher, ain't right, gotta divorce us, if it ain't 7, it ain't kosher, if it ain't kosher, ain't right, gotta divorce us, if it ain't 7, it ain't kosher, if it ain't kosher, ain't right, gotta divorce us. This is kosher condition. 7 wonders, the whole world gotta listen. This is kosher condition. 7 wonders, the whole world gotta listen. listen. This is kosher condition. 7 wonders, the whole world gotta listen. This is kosher condition. 7 wonders, the whole world gotta listen. Listen.
All right, guys, thank you for tuning in on this sunny spring afternoon. It's about 45 minutes after the hour, 5 o'clock in the greatest state in the union, the Tar Heel state. My Tar Heels lost. Tar Heels lost yesterday, guys. I'm frustrated, but life must go on, guys. Life must go on. But thank you to the 11 that are watching. Shout out to Gregory Scotland, Maggie Thompson, Under the Veil. Shout out to her. And guys, we're going to have a good show on today. We're going to have a great show. We're going to talk about this nebulous concept, or this foolish concept called a package deal. And, you know, one of the things, guys, I want as a man is to see good men get with good women. I want to see good black men get with good black women. But there was a time, guys, in my younger years, there was more good women for good men. And great women were rare. Great women were rare. And I always said, guys, that women in the past weren't perfect because female nature is female nature. And just like a woman has a dark nature, a man can have a dark nature too. Men and women both have a dark nature. But the nature of a woman, if it's not corralled properly, can lead to the destruction of a man in mind, body, soul, and spirit. And we live in a world now where women presume and assume that taking care of another man's baggage is a benefit to another man. Years ago, women that had children by other men were humble women. And the reason why I did the thumbnail the way that I did it, because a lot of these women that got children by other men, they're very sassy. And I told you guys once before in the past, in the clinical world, it's important to have a concept called self-awareness. But many lack self-awareness. Many have failed to ask men what they want in relationships. And mental illness is at an all-time high, and you're going to see it on today, guys. But some ask the question over and over and over and over again. They'll ask me the question. They say, well, Kosher, why do you always talk about women? And I talk about women because I want to see women change. But they're not going to change in this lifetime, and it's okay. It's okay because the damage is done. And to the good men that have made good choices, trying to find good women that have made good choices, it's becoming harder and harder. Now listen, we understand that there's a remnant. I've always talked about the remnant of good women, guys, that are floating out there. But it's hard to find a woman now, guys, that don't have children by multiple men. It's hard to find a woman that haven't been ran through. It's hard to find a woman that have not been damaged because she gave her virtue not to one man, but to multiple men. And so for men that made good choices, they went to school, they studied hard, they didn't have children out of wedlock, they were just good men. My question to the modern woman, what happened to all the good women? And they're getting harder and harder and harder to find. Now listen, we know there are a lot of weak men out here that exploit women. I'm not talking about those men. There are Pookies out here. There are Raekwons and Man-Mans that lie to women. They hurt women. They tell women what they want to hear. And they use women. But sadly, we live in a world that if you're an educated man like myself, they'll call you a lame. They call educated men lames. And they call righteous women mammies. They call good women mammies. They call them male identified. They call women that want to have a more perfect union with their black man. They call them mammies, and they call those women male identified. But because it's getting harder and harder to find men and women that are not only symmetrical, but men and women that respect traditionalism and traditional family. But in the meantime, shout out to my man Gregory Scotland. He's always showing love. Gregory Scotland is always showing love. I don't know what I would do without that good brother. But shout out to Gregory Scotland, guys, and share the stream, please. Share the stream. Donate to the channel. If you want to donate to the channel, hit me up, guys, at Cash App $7 Smalls. If you want to send me some cash apps. But shout out to Gregory Scotland. He said this: I have an idea for a future stream. With these black women going overseas and acting fool, it could be good to be speak thinking errors and try to exploit delusion overseas. Example, Dubai, Indonesia, and Thailand. Yeah. I got you, Gregory. I'm gonna try that. I think I know what you're talking about. I got a show for you, brother. But I think I know what you're talking about. And shout out to Gregory Scotland, as Gregory is the #1 sponsor of the stream.
That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Got 5 on it.
Shout out to my man KP from KC5 for the $5 super chat. KP from KC5 this. He said, leave it on the lot. You don't buy that. Clearance for Sharkeisha. We don't buy houses with bad foundations. Yes, I agree with you 100%. And guys, I want men to raise their standards. In my membership, I have what's called kosher novice, kosher apprentice, kosher master, and kosher king. That's the highest honor, being a kosher king, being fit and proper. And I'm a firm believer that while these shows make some mad, I think these shows are important. Because see, when I try to do shows, guys, focus on good women, it's hard to find stories because you don't see them. Either those women, the good women, are afraid or silent because the wild ones run them into silence, or so much dysfunction, that's what you normally see. And guys, I'm convinced that it's not going to change in our lifetime. And so you got to change the law in your mind. And you change the law in your mind by doing what's best for you. You got to do what's best for you, guys. And you got to get with women that can help you become the better version of yourself. It's a powerful thing to be in a relationship with a good woman. It's a powerful thing to be in a relationship with a good woman. A woman that understands her assignment. A woman that respects you as a man. A man and a woman that have done the work. Both have done the work. Both have gotten the requisite help to help them unpack whatever clinical issues they're dealing with. I'm convinced that a lot of people are walking around with mental illness, but also many are byproducts of negative socialization. Socialization that tells average to subpar women that they are better than average men. And because of that, a condition called Wholeflation has begun to precipitate. And I created that term called Wholeflation. And it's a problem. And you guys will see on the night why a package deal is a detriment to a man. And if you guys don't believe me, guys, look at this clip that I always play. Look at this clip, guys. They want something for nothing, and they don't want to give you the best. Look at this clip.
My perfect man would be a tall, black stallion. He loves to cook because I'm not really a good cook, so that's his thing. He loves driving. He loves driving the kids to school in the morning. He's just really, really hands-on, with my kids. He's sterile because he can't have kids of his own, so he really cherishes mine. He's funny. We do movie quotes all the time. Every time we go around, we just laugh and do karaoke. He's smart. He is very good with the money. He takes care of all that, and he just lets me, make the beds. And
that's delusional. That's extremely delusional. And, people get mad at me for providing evidence. But see, if you go back into the 60s and the 70s and the 40s and the 50s, it was easy to find good women. Men that had to go far and wide to find good women. Not great women, but just good women. You know, they were easier to find. But what Kendra G's show does, guys, is this. Kendra G's show takes a percentage of women, and we call it a randomized sample. You take a randomized sample from North Carolina. You take a randomized sample from New York. You take a randomized sample from California. You take a randomized sample from Alabama and Mississippi and Kentucky and Texas. You take a randomized sample from New Jersey and South Carolina and Florida. And her show is a randomized sample of a multiplicity of women. Now listen, a microcosm in that small sample is an example, guys, of a macrocosm. I'm gonna say it again. That small randomized sample is a microcosm of a macrocosm. It's art imitating life through entertainment. What I give you guys is edutainment. It's taking clinical concepts, trying to convey greater talking points. And as I told you guys before in the past, a lot of these young ladies, they're trauma queens. They're broken women. They have been impacted by wicked men. And some of these young men are also the byproducts of trauma queens themselves. Because these men don't know how much power they have. They compromise their power. And they attack other black men that have standards. But this is the world we live in now, guys. This is the world that we live in now, where we got situations like this woman. She's 33 years old with 7 kids, wanted to know, are women with multiple children still capable of finding a man? Not 1 child, guys, but 7. And ain't nothing damn kosher about 7 kids by 7 men. It ain't nothing kosher about that. And I do these shows because I want the single men that made good choices to raise their standards. Let me tell you men something. You should have standards for your wife, just like women should have standards for the kind of man they want in their life. But this channel is about male empowerment. And I told you guys before in the past, doing these shows is not easy. And I got to start, readdressing what kind of content I'm doing in the future, because, it doesn't hit the algorithm. It's a lot of work and little reward. But I do it because I want to see young men win. So enjoy it while you can, because I got to be more creative in the future, guys. Because male-centered content, they don't want you to hear the story. But she's 33 years old with 7 kids, wanted to know, are women with multiple children still capable of finding a man? Can you imagine a world where you make good choices as a young man? And by the way, I don't expect a woman to do the same thing, but can you imagine a man that made good choices got to deal with a woman that's a trauma queen? Because this woman is a trauma queen. 7 kids by 1 man. Not 1, but 7. 7 kids by 1 man. And this is what they want you guys to settle for. They want you to be happy with dealing with a woman that got 7 kids by 1 man. And so you got to ask yourself the question, guys, what am I getting as a man that made good choices? I'm talking about men that made good choices that's going to settle for a woman that got 7 kids by 1 man. Has the black community become so broken, guys, and so defective that the average man that don't have children got to settle for women with this kind of baggage? And then when men say they don't want it, then all of a sudden they use shaming language. They'll try to control you. And then they'll say, you hate women. And we know that black men, I know I don't, because I have a black wife. And even if I didn't have a black wife, I don't hate black women. I love women. I love sisters, the ones that got their head on right. But our women have been compromised, guys. They've been compromised in the greatest form. And now the chickens are coming home to roost. Because so many men are beginning to see what their worth is. They're beginning to find out what their worth is. And they're beginning to say, I'm not selling anymore. I'm not going to settle for mediocrity. I'm not going to settle for mediocrity anymore. The woman that's going to be on my page or be on my team, she's going to have to meet my standards. And because of it, guys, many don't like it. Now, I want you guys to look at this clip and look at how dysfunctional this nonsense is.
I got some good cooler counters, Miss Kendra. It's good.
Man, are you dealing with issues like this? Book a session.
I got 6 Kendra.
6. How old are you, Diamond?
I'm 44.
44. Have you ever been married?
I'm married right now, but I'm separated. My husband is a cheater.
How many children's dads do you have? Just one?
I got 6, Kendra. I gave every man I loved a baby.
Okay, so you have 6 children by 6 men, and you're married to a different man.
That's right.
You must got some fire vagina.
I got some good cooler counters, Miss Kendra. It's good.
What happened to wise women like this woman? Here's why, and why she explains why you shouldn't aspire to be a single mother, but have a father and a good man in your life.
At the standard, like, okay, I'm a single mother. I have a daughter. My daughter's 18. People have always told her, oh, you know, your mom has it all together. You have a good life. You travel. No, I need to be honest with her and say, no, I don't want you to be a single mother. Get married. Find a nice man that, you know, has some standards, some family values that you can raise a nice family with. This is not how it's supposed to be done. Right. I don't care how great it looks. It's not the way to go.
I'm tired of hearing pussy is power. It's a gabillion good coochies out here. If your man gives you a blueprint and tells you, this is how I want you to love me, this is how I want you to tend to me, cater to me, nurture me, whatever, so that I could be content in this relationship, why are you not listening? You don't go to a job and they give you the job description and you fucking wing it. So why are you winging it in your relationship and expecting the man to, you know, be loyal to you? I'm confused. But you want a man to love you in your love language. Women need to stop that one-sided ish. I can't stand it. If you two choose to come together and y'all verbalize things, why not respect it? Don't you think that would make the relationship go much easier? It's like y'all make it harder and then you wonder why this man is unhappy. He told you what he wanted. You didn't listen because you thought your pork chop was enough to keep him. It's a lot of pork chops out here. Do better.
And guys, they think their pork chop is enough to keep y'all. They want to keep Top Gun with their pork chop. and guys, this is what you guys are seeing, guys. This is what you guys are seeing to you single men. My heart goes out to single men that never been married, man. My heart goes out to you guys, man, because it ain't nothing to choose from. And this is what you're dealing with, guys. You're dealing with women that say, I'm not happy. In the past, Cora Holcomb called out Doyle in Modern Woman. She thinks by default that she's the prize. She thinks by default that she's the prize, guys. She's the prize by default. Haven't done anything to earn her way into your life. But she thinks by default that she's the prize. And some of you men that have been raised by your mothers, you think she's the prize. Some of you guys have been so conditioned to think like your mother that when other men challenge your talking points, you get mad, you want to fight them, and because you've been a victim of a concept called parentification and adultification, you say, oh, my mama.
Yeah, put chain on them balls on my mom. They be broken balls. Kill some on my mama. Bro, they back me look like gang, that's on my mama. Gang, that's on my mama. Gang, that's on my mama.
Top Gun said 33 kids, 33 with 7 kids. She called more deep passes than Random Moss. Yeah, she called a lot of deep passes, Top Gun. And you were Dynamite, thanks for the 5. She called a lot of deep passes, man. And also shout out to my man T Kings. He said, sing this song for single mamas, coach. You let him hit it raw. You don't have second thoughts. No, you single moms. Now you a single mom. Yeah. And women in the past, guys, I'm from Gen X. Gen X women were getting in too, but Gen X women were more respectful. It was shameful to give your body to a bunch of men. And if they were doing it behind the scene, they were quiet with it, but now they don't have any shame. And because they don't have no shame, guys, it's a concept called lawlessness. And now because they're giving their bodies to so many men, like your boy said, you can't delete the skeet because they're angry bird.
Loser ass nigga.
Your video with comments about a
He's a
certain
loser.
other female.
Just to let you niggas know, we don't need y'all. We want y'all, but we don't need y'all.
20 years later.
Our black men, we want all y'all back. Because we love you, we see you, kings, and most importantly, we need you. And most importantly, we need you.
And most importantly, we need you.
You can't.
If you a that's for the streets.
You can't delete the ski. You can't delete the ski.
I know a who used to suck dick every mother night.
You can't.
Delete your
She thinks your job is to please her first instead of her pleasing you as a man. She thinks it's your job to please her first. Simps and low self-esteem men or lying men tell her what she wants to hear. We live in a generation where men are so effeminate, guys. They don't stand for nothing, sadly, many of them, because they were raised by the mothers. They allow masculine men and try to make them become silent and be quiet. She's suffering from arrested development. Social media have made her think she's better than what she really is. And she's a slave to hypergamy. And that's why I told you guys there's a difference between carnal hypergamy versus kosher hypergamy. Kosher hypergamy is fit and proper, but carnal hypergamy is exploitative. If you get with a woman that has carnal hypergamy, guys, you're going to be in a state of distress for a long time. Carnal hypergamy versus kosher hypergamy. I created with the term kosher hypergamy. A woman that's been raised under kosher hypergamy was raised to value a man outside of money. Your grandmothers and your great-grandmothers were like that. She respects the assignment of marriage, not marriage itself, for selfish reasons. She has good awareness and does not seek to exploit a man for his resources or after she's made bad choices. She's a woman that have empathy for men and her husband. Those were the women that were nurturing good women, and they weren't ran through. She does not see a man as a means to an end. She is aware of the dark side of her nature. She wants a man symmetrical to who she is as a woman, and she realizes that her body count and children reduces her values. See, women like that understood that having children by other men reduced their value. You can't compare yourself to a woman with low bodies and no kids and wife ready to a woman that got kids by multiple men. And now, guys, some of these women are so entitled, they want you and other women that made good choices, they want y'all to take care of all their children, to take care of all of them, guys.
All my children, and mine and Gary, all our suffering, all our pain. Somebody needs to be held accountable, and they need to pay.
Now, a woman that practices carnal hypergamy is a woman that have had multiple kids by multiple men. She expects you to take care of her children. She expects you or see herself as something valuable, even though she's not. She expects you to be the cleanup man. She expects you to sell her for less. To single men that make good choices, you should never take a package deal. And I'm going to show it to you guys in a while. I'm going to show you guys a delusion. Guys, do me a favor, share this stream. Let's get this stream up to at least 50. Because I don't know if my channel is being shadow banned, guys. And that's why I keep telling y'all, enjoy this content for as long as you can. Because I'm sick of doing these streams with these low numbers, man. So share the stream, guys. And I appreciate to everyone that's donating and supporting the stream. Thank you. But she thinks she's better than the average man. You got women that got a bunch of children, but they think they're better than the average man. That's what they think of black men. She compares a man to her financial accomplishments over her feminine virtues. She overvalues herself where there's no evidence she's valuable. She's fascinated with money, provision, herself, and the worship of herself and her children. She sees you as a means to an end. She is exploitative, and she's not a woman that is God-centered. And like I said, guys, it's hard to find good women. It's hard to find them in this generation. And that's why I do the shows that I do. Because I want to see good men that make good choices to get with good women. And if it means you're going abroad, then go abroad. But guys, we're about to go down the rabbit hole. If you're ready to go down the rabbit hole, hit 1. We're about to go down the rabbit hole. But in the meantime, guys, if you're not a member of the channel, become a member. And if you're going to do a mental health crisis, book a session. Are you a victim of brokenness and despair? A broken man is a hopeless man, and a hopeless man is a very dangerous man. Many times, many of you young men that are listening come from homes that are very toxic and very dysfunctional. And because of that, many of you have deferred your power in many ways to the point it's led over into your social life, and many times led over into your relationships. If you guys are dealing with mental health pathologies, conscious and unconscious, come see me at kosherclinician@gmail.com. That's kosherclinician@gmail.com. It's important that you deal with your mental health in order to be a better person for yourself, your loved ones, and also your community. But because mental health is often stigmatized, many of you often suffer in silence. Don't be a victim in silence. And see me once again at kosherclinician@gmail.com. And I need you guys to remember this. If it ain't 7, it ain't kosher. If it ain't kosher, it ain't right. There are 7 steps that a man must go through in order to become an optimized male. And male mental health is one of those elements that's paramount to the functioning of a man. Be well.
When you date a woman and she may be a potential wife, it's a competition thing all the way. I can't take it no more.
They feel propped up because they feel more beholden to the government. And then their man comes second. That's why they figure that they're strong, independent, don't need no man because they have the government.
Because the men are failing us, to be honest. Guys thinking about themselves and they'll think about you after you react.
You don't hear anything about being good wives and all this other stuff. What you hear is you strong and you independent. You can do it on your own. You got black girl magic, black girl rock, but you ain't said nothing about black family.
My mother is like what they consider to be the strong black woman. I feel like I projected that onto the guys that I dated.
Ladies have no idea how stiff their competition really is. You have no clue how black men are viewed in the rest of the world. We are the #1 most sexually desired man on the face of this planet.
They would call Jesus Dusty if he was here living in America because of the gross narcissism that a lot of our women have.
It's him no more.
Ma'am, book a session.
Why do you think
a woman who is an average looking, below average physicality, below average weight, can sit around talking about they're going to hold out. Or wait, what are you waiting for? The answer is what many are waiting for is a sucker. They're waiting for somebody to go ahead and say, you know what? Even though you got 200,000 miles on you and had a couple of wrecks, I'm going to go ahead and pay brand new prices for it.
Down the rabbit hole we go. This is a place where we explore, analyze, collaborate. All right, guys, we're about to go down the rabbit hole, and you're going to see the level of dysfunction, guys, and so many modern women, and why good men that make good choices need to escape the matrix mindset.
Excuse my bunny, Kendra. It's nighttime where I am.
Diamond, where are you calling me from?
I'm in New York right now.
You have any children, Diamond?
I got 6, Kendra.
6. How old are you, Diamond?
I'm 44.
44. Have you ever been married?
I'm married right now, but
Now this woman, guys, had 6 kids by 6 different men, about to get a divorce, and this woman has definitely probably been through trauma, probably been touched or violated in some way, and she's looking for a man. She got standards, 6 kids by 6 different men, and now she got standards. You can't make it up, guys. You can't make this stuff up.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
I'm a mom of 7, and I'm 33.
I'm separated. My husband is a cheater.
How many children's dads do you have? Just one?
I got 6, Kendra. I gave every man I loved a baby.
Okay, so you have 6 children by 6 men.
6 by 6 different men. You're right, Gregory. It doesn't look like she had they have none by children. And see, guys, when you get a woman like this to have this amount of damage, I'm gonna do a show called. I got a new show coming up called. y'all gonna love the new show I got coming up. I'm gonna keep it under wraps. But she had a lot of damage, guys. She's had a lot of damage. And a woman with that amount of damage and all those men is into her and put their seed in her, that's not a stable woman. And I wouldn't be surprised if this woman has been violated as a child or she's been through some kind of abuse, because that's not normal. 6 kids by 6 different men. But these are the women, guys. This woman says she got standards. And they want you guys that made good choices to come back and make them wise.
And you're married to a different man.
That's right.
You must got some fire vagina.
I got some good cooler counters, Miss Kendra. It's good. I used to be on cocaine a long time ago. I got 13 years clean. Pats on my back.
I'm happy you've been clean for 13 years.
Thank you so much. Praise God.
Do you have any deal breakers?
Can you imagine, guys, being with a woman that 6 men already skeeted in it? Can you imagine being with a woman, guys? There's 6 men already put their DNA in her.
Nigga ass, loser ass nigga.
Your video with comments about a
He's a
certain
loser.
other female.
Just to let you niggas know, we don't need y'all. We want y'all, but we don't need you.
20 years later.
Our black men, we want all y'all back. Because we love you, we see you, kings, and most importantly, we need you. And most importantly, we need you.
And most importantly, we need you.
You can't.
If you a that's for the streets.
You can't delete the ski. You can't delete the ski.
I know a who used to suck dick every month of night.
You can't.
Delete your
Yeah, you can. You can. And God, this is edutainment, man. But you can't delete the ski. You can't delete it. That's a lot of damage, man. And they want Top Gun to come back and put a ring on their finger. They want Top Gun to come and put a ring on their finger.
Breakers?
Yes. Thank you for asking me that. I don't want nobody with no stank breath. You hear me? I've been meeting people with a whole lot of halitosis. I know I got to get right.
Top Gun, shout out to Top Gun. Top Gun said, Chef Boyardee bonnet, butterfly ashes. A Chef Boyardee bonnet, butterfly eyelashes, black and mild lips, pepper nose.
Somebody needs to pay.
Oh my goodness, man! That's crazy. You crazy, Top Gun crazy.
Somebody needs to be held accountable, and they need to pay.
And God, this is who Boris Watkins wants you guys to come back and put rings on the finger.
I look at who's in there making comments, right? And what I would almost say to you, brother, is just in terms of a thought, is I think there's a reason why men resonate with your message more than women, because I don't really hear the kind of intelligent, constructive advice that I think you're capable of when I see your commentary. I see a lot of stuff that could come off as woman bashing, right? Like that, just the little video I
And guys, we live in a world now that truth and men having standards is women bashing. But your grandfather would have never dealt with women like this. Your grandfather got a virgin or she had low bodies. Your grandfather got women like that. Gregory Scotland said that I'm very confused as why a man would marry a woman with 6 kids. Well, some fool married to Gregory. She did get one man to marry her. But if her cooler cat was so good, why did he cheat on her? If her cooler cat was that good, why would he cheat on her? And they laugh at we laugh at this dysfunction, guys. We laugh at this kind of dysfunction. We think it's funny to have 6 kids by 6 different men. We laugh at it. And guys, it's unresolved mental illness. I promise you, it's unresolved mental illness.
Right there like that. But I don't want nobody that don't have no teeth in their mouth. You know what I'm talking about? I don't do stank feet because men tend to come, over to my house, when I was dating, with funkified feet, Miss Kendra. And I don't want nobody.
But what this poor woman don't understand is this. She gets what she qualifies for, ma'am. She gets what she qualifies for. Water 6 his own level. No top tier man gonna take you serious. The men that you're getting are low value or lower tier men. So Water 6 his own level. A man of my quality would never look at a woman like you. So Water seeks its own level. No man in his right man that got money, status, and made good in his life gonna settle for a woman that's broken and have had 6 men to put their seeds in her and give her a child. But this is what they expect out of black men. And black men, it's time to raise your standards. It's time to raise your standards. It's time, black men, to adjust your crowns. Because your grandfathers never damn dealt with nothing like this. Neither would your great-grandfathers would have ever dealt with a woman that had 6 kids in general by 6 different men.
It smell like a wooden nickel. You hear me? They got to have some cologne going on. You got to give me something that make me want to eat you up or something. You know what I'm talking about? So, yeah, ma'am. That right there. And they got to
that right there.
I don't want no,
she said that right there.
Wolfman Jack. Because I can get jiggy with it when I want to. So he can't be, he got to be up to par on his appearance and stuff like that.
That right there.
You know what? Normally I don't do fat guys, Miss Kendra, because I have to hold on to their titties, and then when I'm in the mood and wrap my legs around them, it be hurt. It be hurt me real bad. So I don't want no fat man, because I keep having to hold on to him, and then they have to throw me off over. You know what I'm talking about? For me to get up off of them, and then my legs and stuff be hurting.
But see, bless this woman heart, but ma'am, you don't qualify for top tier men with that kind of baggage. You don't even qualify for an average ma'am. I mean, you get what you are. Water seeks its own level. You're going to attract fat men, dusty men, men with stinking feet, men that don't have teeth. right, Gregory. Look at Kendra's face. Water seeks its own level, guys. Ain't no man if his right mind gonna take this woman serious. And let me tell you guys something. Women that lead with sex, men that are used to sex and used to women, they'll use them and then they'll get rid of them. You should never lead with sex women that are listening. If you're a woman that's listening to this show on tonight, on this afternoon or evening, you should never leverage sex to get a man. You should lead with your femininity as a woman, because your femininity will keep them after the sex is gone. If you got a different, or at least if you got a decent box, or if your box ain't been severely damaged by so many men. But this woman is leading with sex, but after 6 kids, I mean, that's a lot of stretching. And no man's gonna take this woman serious with that kind of damage.
So, I don't want no fat man with no big old belly.
Technically, you're not single. You married, but you've been separated for 2 years. But why do you think you're...
I'm single because, look, when he cheated Miss Kendra, the Bible tells you that I had all grounds to leave his tail. So that was my right.
That was your... What scripture, what part of that was in the Bible?
That was in Demonologist 34.
And what did it say exactly?
It says that
she said Demonologist 34.
His wife, because they was one, that he could have got his head.
Yeah, the government is her man.
And that
I agree.
Grounds to leave that ass immediately.
And that's in the book of Demonologist.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm ready.
And guys,
all right,
this is what you men have to choose from. Listen, guys, we know, and on my channel, guys, I don't endorse dusty men on my channel. I don't associate with the Raekwons, the Man-Mans, and the Shermites of the world. I don't associate with dusty men. But I do associate with blue-collar black men, white-collar black men that make good choices, not perfect, and they're trying to find a decent woman. And you guys are going to see with this woman, she got 5 children by 2 different men. And the dysfunction and the delusion continues. That's delusional behavior, guys. It's extremely delusional. And some of this stuff is unresolved mental illness. Some of it's unresolved. But see, in the black community, dysfunction is so normal. And when other women try to call out this bad behavior, then nothing happens. And so on my show, guys, I try to foster something called positive ethnocentrism due to context of edutainment.
Hi, I am Eve7770, and I count it an honor to be a virtual assistant for the kosher clinician. The purpose of this show is to foster positive ethnocentrism. Many times, other cultures are not astute enough to convey the complexities of clinical concepts and social trends. This show is dedicated to unpacking the nuances of male struggles and how to increase awareness with social factors and masculinity. As purported, mental health have become a crisis, and often fear and underrepresentation is issue that impacts change.
What's your name? Is it Michelle?
It's Michelle.
Michelle, how old are you?
Fair use.
I just turned 46. December the 6th.
And she said she's 46. Now, this woman is 46, never been married, never valued marriage. Now, after 5 kids, guys, after 5 kids, about 2 different men, now she want a good man. She want a good man after 5 kids, about 2 different men. Now she want a good man. no hoe. A hoe can't get no money from me. I don't want no hoe.
And God, that's what the war cry should be. You should be saying, like back in the 90s when they were making songs saying, I don't want a scrub. A scrub can't get no loving from me. You should say, men, I don't want a hoe. That's what you men should be saying that made good choices. I don't want no hoe. I don't want a woman that's been ran through and got multiple kids by multiple men. You should make that same pronouncement. Because the problem now with men like Boyce Watkins, they want you guys to come back and make these women honest women.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
On the channel, and I look at who's in there making comments, right? And what I would almost say to you, brother, is just in terms of a thought, is I think there's a reason why men resonate with your message more than women, because I don't really hear the kind of intelligent, constructive advice that I think you're capable of when I see your commentary. I see a lot of stuff that could come off as woman bashing, right? Like that, just the little video I
46 years. When's your birthday?
December the 2nd.
Girl, that's not just turned 46. That was 3 months ago.
Well, 3 months ago, it's still fine.
I'm like, wait a minute, what? What do you do for a living?
Well, I'm an entrepreneur. I sell clothes. I do a lot of things. I'm trying to become a content creator, but I sell a lot of clothes, and I do a lot of things. I sell clothes and stuff like this. I sell little chill sets for women.
Okay, but listen, sweetheart,
I do a lot of things. I do a lot of things, Kendra. So I'm an entrepreneur. So I do a lot of things.
Okay, but are you here to find a man, honey?
Yes, I am.
Okay, all right, let's keep going. And do you have any kids, baby?
Yes, I do. I have 5, and they all grown, and they all gone. And they need to stay gone.
Okay, how old are your 5 kids?
My oldest son, he's 32. My youngest daughter, she's 24, and I have one that's 31, and my daughter, she is 26.
Okay.
I had them very young. So I'm glad I had them young, so I can get them out the way, so I can do my thing when I'm right now. When I'm in 40s and 50s, I can do my thing.
Okay, but real quick, 32, 24, 31, 26. That's 4 kids.
And what I say, 31, 26, and what I just say, Kendra? I'm kind of confused. I'm kind of nervous.
Okay, so I got 32, 24, 31, and 26.
Okay, and I have one that's 35.
35. Okay, how many men?
2.
2 men. Okay. Have you ever been married?
No, I haven't.
Okay. And what city you live in? Where you calling me from?
Memphis, Tennessee.
All right. So let's do it. So we got LaShawn, 46, Sagittarius, entrepreneur,
I was getting in some lights.
Okay. Let's try it again. We got LaShawn, Memphis, Tennessee, 46, Sagittarius, entrepreneur, mom to 5 kids by 2 men, never married, correct?
Yes, never married. But okay. I was with 20 years, so.
Say what, honey?
I was with that daddy. I was with that daddy for 20 years, but we never got married. He ended up marrying somebody else.
He married somebody else. How many kids did you have by him?
3 when he married somebody else.
What made him marry somebody else while you had 3 kids by him?
Because I didn't want. He kept asking to marry, and I wasn't ready to get married because I was in. I met him when I was 17, and he was in his late 20s.
Let's go on her Facebook page, guys, to see what Miss Moore looked like. Because the devil, guys, is always in the details. And I'm just curious. And And guys, you will know them by their works. But this is what they want you guys to come back to. Women, guys, have got a bunch of tattoos. A bunch of tattoos. They could be damaged women. They could, or sometimes they're damaged. Look at this, guys. This woman want a good man, and she busting it down. Look how damaging this is, guys. All these tattoos all over her body, guys. but she want Top Gun to come and put a ring on her finger. She want a good man with all them tattoos all over her body. Don't you guys know that there was a time that women or respectful women didn't have tattoos all over their bodies, guys? And this is what you guys are getting if you settle for modern women, guys. This is what you're getting. Weave, hair hats, tattoos, and a bunch of children. And look at this simp, girl, you thick. This is damage, guys. This is mental illness. This is dysfunction. But, and I promise you, somewhere down the line, guys, this woman probably was violated. She was probably violated as a child. But now they want men to come back and put rings on their finger, put rings on their fingers, and take care of all their nuggets. And guys, that's why if you want to get serious with a woman, look at her social media. Her social media tells a whole story. Got a whole muffin top. Five children, guys. Tattoos. And guess what? Some simp will marry her. Some simp that ain't got no standards will put a ring on her finger, guys. I wouldn't even look at a woman like this. But guys, this is what years ago was a low-value woman. That was considered a low-value woman. And I don't know this woman, but I'm just going about how she's exhibiting herself. Women with tattoos and that glossy look on their eyes and diamonds on their face, they're very promiscuous. Remember, I just showed you guys a minute ago. The difference between a woman that practiced carnal hypergamy versus kosher hypergamy. The difference, guys. What I'm trying to teach you guys is raw and is kosher. Look at the difference between a low-value woman versus a typical modern woman. She has good awareness, and she doesn't seek to exploit a man. Shout out to Gregory Scotland. He said that on kosher, the social media always, yes, it always give them away, Gregory. Tattoos, and no furniture, hungry hippo. And listen, guys, get these likes up, guys. These shows take a lot of time, man. Shout out to Gregory Scotland and Top Gun, always showing love. I told you guys, enjoy these shows for as long as you can, because I might have to start going in a different direction. I want to grow this channel, and I'm going to get it back to where it was popping, man. But I appreciate it. So, guys, get the likes up. Get the likes up, please.
Yeah, I didn't want to get married. I just wanted ready to get married, and so I got him.
Let me tell you guys something real quick. You'll never have a strong black community when you can't have other women critiquing bad behavior, and when black men can't critique bad behavior. For years, black men in the 50s, in the 90s, were critiqued, and we took it. We ate it. I was critiqued, even though I was a great man, not a good man. I was a great man. But nowadays, when you call out bad behavior, we pacify bad behavior. And women of old then pacify bad behavior. It was shameful to have 6 kids by 6 different men. It was shameful to have 5 kids by 2 different men. But you're talking about a black community where you can't call out no damn bad behavior. Because even in the therapeutic setting, and I've seen it myself, where you call women out on bad behavior.
Black woman therapist tired of black women's attitudes.
Men, are you dealing with issues like this? Book a session.
And he told me that women don't apologize and women can't be held accountable. And I began to really think deeply about this idea. And one of the things that came across my mind is, in the last 9 months or so of me being in my private practice, I have myself experienced many women, whether they came as a couple or they came by themselves, they very abruptly discontinued their therapy. And I started to reflect and really think, what was going on here? And I noticed that after I had to confront them about something, I had to bring to their attention something they were doing that wasn't contributing to the health of the relationship.
He said I didn't want to get married until I got in my 40s. So he kept asking me to get married. So he ended up getting married to somebody else.
Can I ask you a question? But you had kids by him, right?
Yeah.
So I don't understand. Help me understand the logic of you were willing to have kids before 40, but not married before 40.
Because he was my trick.
He was your trick?
Yes.
So you used to be a prostitute?
No, not a prostitute. He was giving me nice things. I was young. He was buying me nice things. He was giving me nice things. He was buying me jewelry, cars, nice things like that. So as a young lady, I enjoyed this. So I took it. So I always tell my kids, I don't lie to my kids. I don't lie. I keep it real with them. I fell for my trick. He was a trick. He was a trick, and he liked young girls. And right now, he messing with young girls. So that's what he liked, young girls. So, and he was my trick.
There's so much to unpack here. How much older is he?
He's I think he just turned 50. If I'm not, he turned 60. He just turned 60.
Okay, so he's 14 years older than you. So you had children by him, but you didn't want to marry him.
No, I didn't want to.
Okay, but you just wanted to be married at 40.
I want to marry once I got 40.
So
40.
It made sense to you to have kids but not be married until 40?
No, it really didn't make sense. But at the time, what I was going through, I had lost my mother, and I only had one child at the time, and that was my oldest son, the one that's 32. That's the only child I had. So in a sense, I wasn't stable at the time, and he provided it for me. So I jumped on it. He provided everything. He provided the car.
Right.
So he provided everything.
Right.
Why not?
Okay, I got a couple questions. Math Matters said, Kendra, she said she had a kid. Her kid is 35.
No, sir, Chad, for real. No, sir.
He's not 35.
You did say you had a 35-year-old child.
I said 32. They back to back. I said 32. I think I got. He just turned 32, and I got one just turned 30. I'm sorry, and one 32. They back to back. Not 35. He was born in 93.
Well, here's the deal.
I might get my attraction mixed up. So whoever.
And look how dysfunctional that is, guys. They want to give you a package deal. This is what they expect you to marry or come back to.
I might get a little mixed up, but he was born. I know all the years my kids were born in. I had one born in 93. I had one born. My youngest was born in 99. I had one born in 95, one born in 96, and one born in 97. So if they want to do the math, I'm not going to do the math. If they want to do the math, they can do the math. But I know the years they were born in. But it was kind of hard keeping up with them. But I'm 46 years old now. I used to keep up with it great back then.
Wait, hold on. Let me jump in. How old are you, Lachelle?
46.
Okay, you're 46. Now, you told me you have 5 kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me the ages of your 5 kids again.
I have my oldest son. He's 32. I have one just had a birthday. He's 30. And my youngest daughter, she's 24, and I have one that's 26, and what I just say, one is 26, and the other one is I knew I was gonna get this pod mixed up anyway. 126, and the other one is I said 4 already, right? Did I say 4
already?
Okay, and 126. My baby girl 24 and 126, 120, one just turned 30, 133, and I think the other one is 20. I think the other one is 20. If I'm not mistaken, the other one is 20, 24 or 20, 24. Nah, the other one is 22. 22. I'm sorry.
So earlier, this is what you said earlier. Earlier you said 24, 31, 20, no, excuse me, you said 32, 24, 31, 26, and 35. You said your oldest child is 35.
He might not be 35, Kendra. That's what I'm saying. He probably not be 35. That's why I said.
Can I ask you a question? Why don't you know your children's ages?
I know that's why I said I know they year, but it's going by so fast. I forget my day. I forget my year. I ain't gonna lie. I thought for a long time I thought I was still 45, so I forget my year. So I'm not finna try to keep up with 5 other people. So I know I know the year they was born in, but the ages they turning so fast, and I kind of get confused. They turning so quick. I get kind of confused. I know the year they born in. All of them.
So let me just get to what people are alluding. People think you had a baby at 11. How old were you when you had your first child?
I had my first child when I was 16. I know 11.
You had your first child when you were 16.
I got pregnant with him at 16, and I had him at 17.
You had him at 17. Okay, your first child.
It's very sad, Greg. Very, very sad. Very sad.
He's even born in 93.
So that would mean you would have a child at 29 years old. You don't have any children 29 years old.
Show the top girl for the $2 super sticker. He said that oxygen deprivation is real in the community, top folks. Yeah, it is real. That's definitely oxygen deprivation. Yeah, that's all that pus. She got all that pus in her, bless her heart. All that pus in her.
Now I said he was born in 93. So if he was born in 93,
but you told me. Okay, you said you had your first child at 17, correct?
I got pregnant with him at 16, and I had him at 17.
Okay, so you're 46 right now. Minus 17. That was 29 years ago. Now you gave me 5 ages, and none of them were 29.
Well, the middle one probably not 20. You said the middle one probably not 20.
Yeah, many.
17, correct?
I got pregnant with him at 16. I had him at 17.
Well, honey, let me say this. Okay, you're 46, right?
Yeah.
You have a 32-year-old
child. He was born in 93. He was born in 93.
Hold on real quick. You're 46 right now, correct? You have a 32-year-old child, correct? That means you were 14 years old when you had your first baby.
Okay. Well, I was 14. I thought I was 14 and I had him at 15.
I say this with all due respect. Have you ever done drugs?
No, I haven't. I know all their birthdays just because I don't know I know all their year they was born. That I just don't know their year. I just don't know how old they is. But I get their birthdays mixed. Well, not their birthdays mixed up. I get their ages mixed up. It don't got nothing to do with drugs because I get their ages mixed up. I just said one was born in 93, one was born in 95.
Well, no, we're past that, but let's we were going. The reason we're gonna move forward, but here's the deal. you're coming across as a liar. I'm going to be honest with you. At one point in time, you said she had a 35-year-old child. Then you said you don't have a 35-year-old child. Then you said you had your first child at 17. That would mean your oldest child would be 29 years old. But you have a child that is 32. So the math just doesn't add up. And the cousins are, I mean, they are picking up on it. So this is why we're asking. So right now you seem like a liar.
Okay, well, the cousins ain't got to pick it up. I'm telling you, I had my oldest son was born in 1993. However they want to add it up, if they can math it up, they probably know more math than me. They probably went to school longer than me. My oldest child.
And guys, this is where we departed from. There was a time we had black excellence. Your grandmothers and your great-grandmothers, they were the greatest women ever.
Fall comes to us in its own time. Fighters keepers, losers we.
And those women, guys, are rare. They're very rare. It's hard to find women like that. And those women weren't perfect back in the past, but they were a lot better than that. This is debauchery. 5 kids by 2 different men, and she called her man a trick.
In 93. If he might not be 35. He probably be 32. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. He was born in 93. If your cousins want to add it up, they can add it up. But all that drugs and all that, baby, they ain't got whoever said that. I know drugs.
Well, no, I'm the one that said that because I was trying to figure out how is this so confusing. So that's
no, it's not confusing. I said I know the year they was born in. My kids are turning ages so fast that I forget they age. You know, my baby girl, I wanted her to stay young. She was 18 years old. I wanted her to stay 18. I didn't want her to get grown.
So you just stopped counting when she turned 18.
Yeah, because she was my baby. And I kept telling people like how old she is. And I was telling them, she 18 and she wasn't even 18. She was like 20. And I was still saying she was 18 and 19 because I always wanted her to still be my baby. But they all grown. So.
Well, a couple things. Six Figure Pookie said, can you ask her the years of the birth again? She said her first child was born in 1993, 31 years ago. She's 46. That means she was 15 when you had your first child.
Okay, I was 15 and I had him at 16. I told you at first, I got it mixed up. I told you I was pregnant at 16 and had him at 17. So yeah, he might be right. Cousin might be right.
Okay, all right. Let's try to move forward. I forget what the last question was.
Cousin, you might be right, cousin.
Oh, okay. Miss MK said some people have intellectual disabilities, cannot do math, cannot read well. It doesn't mean they're lying. She even has a speech impediment.
Shout out to Top Gun. He said, look like she's smoking kosher kush. Yeah. But guys, Kendra's show is a byproduct of what's called a randomized sample. She gets women from different parts of the United States, and they all have the same profile. It's extremely rare that you find a good woman on Kendra's show. It's rare. And I'm using her show, guys, to let you know that art imitates life, as I said before earlier, and that it's a microcosm, a small percentage to a randomized sample of a greater macrocosm. It's like going to a trash can and getting trash out of a trash can, and once you get a piece out of that trash can, it's a representation what's in the broader trash can. Meaning, if you go to a trash can in North Carolina, you're gonna get the same results than if you go to a trash can in New York or Florida. If you go to different places, you're gonna still get trash. And this is what men got to choose from.
MK, I'm gonna move on when
I know speech impediment, baby. I know speech impediment. I'm just this how I talk. This how Memphis people talk. This how we talk in Memphis. I know speech impediment, baby. I know speech impediment is going on, baby.
Okay. And MK, I'm gonna move on when the fuck I'm done. So you could be clear on the move on part. You can move your ass off of watching, but don't ever tell me when to move on.
Nah, I'm saying she said some people have a speech impediment, so move on and this and that. Nah, I don't have a speech impediment. Memphis people just got an accent, and that's just how we talk. So
Okay.
I know speech impediments going on.
All right. What was the last question I asked you? Do you remember?
You asked me. You said we was gonna move on. You said
Yeah,
about
I know.
age.
We got to your age. Okay, we're gonna move on. What was the question though? Did I ask you your last relationship?
No.
Oh, did you do the Kendrick Cam yet?
No.
Okay, so let's start here.
You didn't ask me my last relationship.
Okay, that means I got a couple more. Okay, before I get there, does a new man have to look a certain way?
No, not really.
Not really. Okay.
I don't judge by. I don't go by looks.
Okay. What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
No, I don't. Just long as he got his own and he know how to take care of his own business and he doing for himself, and I don't have to provide for nobody. It's all good, and we can build together. It's all good.
Okay.
And this is how we talk. And this is how we talk. This is how we talk. This is just how we talk. So if you ever talk to a Memphis person, this is just how we talk. So all that speech impediment and all that, it's no speech impediment going on.
Okay. Let's do the Kendrick Cam, Michelle.
Here go your girl, Top Gun. This Top Gun future wife. See, people. I heard people from Eastern North Carolina, country folks, they call hair her. They'll say her. If a woman say her, they call hair her. They'll say her.
Okay.
There you go, Top Gun.
You got hips and booty. What?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
And this woman is very promiscuous, guys. But they want you to come back and put a ring on that finger after they been ran through and got all them children.
Somebody needs to pay. All my children and mine and Gary, all our suffering, all our pain. Somebody needs to be held accountable, and they need to pay.
They do all that. Okay. All right, Michelle, when was your last relationship?
I hate I got my kids' birthday mixed up, because, baby, they got me fucked up talking about a speech impediment. I just hate I got their birthdays mixed up, but, baby, I know they were born, and I know when this pussy cracked open, and they came.
Listen how vulgar she is, guys. But these are the women that want you to make them their wives. Look how vulgar she is, guys.
I know every year this pussy cracked open, and they came out. So tell them, how about this?
Right, brother. We are in the twilight zone. It's a rabbit hole, man.
What was your last relationship?
My last relationship was when I split up with my last kid's dad, and that was 5 years ago.
She said euros,
okay.
euros and her.
Okay.
Euros and her.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you lived with someone?
The last time I was into with someone 3 years ago.
3 years ago. Okay. I would not think that you would say 3 years ago.
Huh?
I said I would not think you would say 3 years ago.
Yeah. Why not?
Because you just turned around, did the Kendrick Cam, bent over, you busted open.
Kendra, I like to have fun. I like to vibe.
I understand that. And you also, want to be honest, you are a mom of 5 kids. I would not think that you would go 3 years without sex.
Why not? It's a lot of women.
You have 5 kids, and you just turned around and gave us a dance.
I like to dance, Kendra. If you go on my page, if you go on my Facebook page, that's all I do. I like to dance. That don't mean I'm getting cracked open. That don't mean
Okay, that's fair, Michelle, but you also do have 5 kids. So why would you? Like, you don't think I would think that you've been...
I got 5 kids
and God, this is a lot of dysfunction. A lot of dysfunction and mental illness, guys. A lot of dysfunction and mental illness. And these kind of women produce the same kind of children. These women produce the same children. Gregory, check out my email at coachingclinician@gmail.com. Check that out, Greg. Send me an email. I want to holler at you, brother. And you're right. She's definitely exposed to her. Let me show you guys something, man. This is what I mean by dysfunction and where the boundaries are not clear in the relationship. We call it enmeshment. This is generational trauma, and this is generational dysfunction. Let me show you guys something. Now look at the mother and look at the daughter, guys. Just like mother and just like daughter. Just like mother and just like daughter. And they end up having children. They end up being dysfunctional. And they end up breeding children that are dysfunctional. Doing that old damn duck lip mess. They end up bringing children that are dysfunctional, guys. But they wonder why we can't have a black community.
All grown, they all in their 20s and their 30s. So I haven't had anything in a minute.
Listen, I'm going to believe you, but I just would not think it's been 3 years since you had your vagina cracked open.
It's been 3 years, Kendra. I'm not going to lie. I ain't got no reason to lie about that. It's been 3 years. It's been 3 years.
Yours.
I was trying to wait on this nothing ass nigga until he got out the feds, but he's still in the feds playing games, so fuck him. So
and look at the kind of men they get. They get loser men. Men in the feds. She's dealing with a man in the feds, guys. And look at the kind of men they get. Water seeks its own level.
Right. Oh, okay. See, I know I'm not stupid. Y'all, okay. Everybody in the comment section trying to get mad at me right now for not believing it, but now we know. Did your man go to jail 3 years ago?
Nah, he been locked up 14 years, but you try to deal. I got back with him, and I was just trying to deal with him on the side, talking to him on the phone, trying to think he was gonna do right. But he's still in jail doing the same shit he was doing on the street. So I'm not finna hold it down, baby.
Okay, you was trying. Okay, everybody was trying to judge me because I was crazy. I knew I wasn't crazy. You
aren't crazy at all.
So basically, you was trying to stay committed to your man in jail, but now you off that.
Exactly.
Okay.
I talked the other night. I talked to him on the phone. I said, "You still playing games? So I'm going on Kim's show and find me a man."
And this is okay. And this is why you busting it open 3 years later. You ready?
And that's why I just busted open and split it open and show it. Yes.
It's gonna be open this year. Okay, let's do it. All right. Why? What are the flaws you have to work on?
Really building myself up, getting myself back together. Because when I was dating with daddy for 20 years, we were together for 20 years, and I'm really basically getting myself back together. So the flaws that I have to work on is getting myself back like I was before I met him, and my attitude, and I got a real bad of procrastinating. I need to procrastinate so much. I think that's one reason why I'm not in a relationship, because I procrastinate a lot. It's a lot of guys try to talk to me and I don't just want to deal with everybody, So I think I procrastinate a lot. That's one of my...
I'm gonna have 5 kids by 5 different men. And she said she still got guys trying to holler at her. So are they trying to holler at her because they really want a marriage, or they're trying to holler at her because they want to hit it? It's a bad thing, guys, where the black men have such damn low standards. They'll deal with a woman like this. In other countries, this woman she wouldn't even have a voice for having so much baggage. Top Gun say, I told you ain't nothing new, bro. 304 since 9. Yeah, you're right, brother.
That's one of my biggest flaws. I stop procrastinating, you know, so I can go and give me a man.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
They'll be lucky to be with me because I'm a whole vibe. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna enjoy myself. I got my own place. I like to cook. I like to clean. I like to have fun. And like you just said, you didn't believe I didn't have sex in 3 years because I just busted open right there. I just like to have dance. I just like to dance. I just like to vibe. I like to enjoy myself. He gonna have fun around me, girl, and he gonna love it here. When I say he gonna love it here,
she said her.
He gonna love it here. I ain't talking about no sex because I do have 5 kids, even though they grown, and I know they gonna see this show, and I got respect for kids. But yeah, he gonna love it here.
Okay. Last question. Six Figure Pookie said, "Why is she so angry that someone thinks she has a speech impediment over knowing the age of her kids?"
No, I'm not upset, baby. I'm not upset. I'm just fine. Everybody say that about me. I'm not upset. That's just how I talk. I'm not mad. I'm not with it all.
Okay, I'm gonna run through these fast. Brittany X said,
slow. A lot of people say I talk a little slow, but a lot of people in my family, we talk slow. You know, we talk slow. You know, we don't talk fast. We talk slow. You know, that's why he probably said speech impediment because a lot of my family members talk slow.
But she is right. It can be an accent in the South. Like in the South, Southerners do talk slower. Up north, they talk faster. And they do say har and yours, like in Texas or maybe in Memphis.
I'm not the only one. My dad talks the same way.
Okay. Brittany X said, a jailbird doesn't anything but time. A jailbird doesn't do anything but time to play games. Why think he would do right by you? Why did you think the man in jail was going to do right by you?
Because before he left and went to jail, we was together.
Okay, but he went to jail 14 years ago, you said, right?
We was together.
Okay. They want to know what year is your birthday. When was your birthday again?
What month? December. I'm a Sagittarius.
What year was you born?
77.
77. So I guess they're doing the math on your birthday. All right, 77.
Shout out to my man MC Harris. Shout out to MC Harris.
Tell them they do all the math they want to, baby.
Shout out to MC Harris for the 5, man. I appreciate it. Shout out to MC Harris. A cash out, education for a KC. Can you say GED or PhD? Yeah. Gregor Scott said the speech isn't an issue for me. It's that she's mixed up in many ways. Yes, she is, brother.
Okay. All right, we're gonna go this out. How can a guy reach out to you, boo?
I'm out.
All right, so let me show you this one, guys. This is another one. We're gonna end this because I'm about to see NC State play.
All right, what's up? We're gonna. You're so beautiful. You're perfect.
Now, guys, this woman, another entitled woman that want to sell y'all her package deal. She got 3 kids. I don't know about how many men, but hold on. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna end this in a few minutes. I want to see this ball game, but this is what you guys got to deal with, guys. Listen to this woman.
I date 45 hours up to 50 or 60.
Okay. And for the record, no, she's currently 46. Her birthday's in December, so the math is correct. She'll be 47 at the end of this year. So she is 46 according.
Yeah, because I have a kid's birthday year. Then the fuck out how old.
Oh, I don't know what happened. All right, we're gonna go. Bye, baby girl. Yeah. Okay. Bye.
No way. This is crazy. No way.
You're here.
I should have done my makeup. What the hell?
No, you look naturally pretty.
Man,
this is how men like to see women.
Eating shirt, no makeup, no nothing. This is insane. Okay, Kendra, I'm about to die.
Don't die. We need you to stay alive.
Daphne.
What's your name?
Montreal.
Daphne, where you calling us from? You're in Canada. Wow.
I'm 37.
How old are you? Your light is perfect. Can you just bring the camera up a little bit so it doesn't cut your head off?
Girl, I wasn't ready, okay?
Everyone is saying you're so beautiful. You're perfect.
This is going... Girl, I'm going to try to stay alive just for you. Hey!
Okay.
Sorry.
Hey.
Try this. Yeah.
You ready? Okay. Daphne, what you do for a living, love?
Right now, I'm changing career. I used to be a correctional officer for like the last 10 years, and now I'm a mortgage broker.
Okay. We have a delay, so we're gonna wait just before you answer my question. Count your head to 7 seconds, okay? So we're doing so good, Daphne. All right, here we go. So Daphne in Montreal, Canada, 37. She's changing careers. Wait 7 seconds. Tell me what your new career is gonna be again. Daphne, you have to wait 7 seconds after I think.
I'm a mortgage broker now.
A mortgage broker. Okay. All right. Do you have any kids? If so, how many? Wait 7 seconds. Daphne, you have to wait 7 seconds before you answer, okay?
This is the tricky part. I have kids. I have 3. I have twins. And I just got a baby. All
They are biologically yours.
My twins I have from a previous relationship, but I'm single mom now. So I raised my boys alone. And age was coming up. And for a few years, I was thinking about having another child. Never met the person I felt like I wanted to have that kid with. So I just took matters into my own hands and I decided to get inseminated. I got a baby. I have a 1-year-old.
Okay, so are you pregnant or you had the baby?
She's 1 year old now. Mm-hmm.
She's 1. Okay. So, and then that one is by a sperm donor. Okay. I think that, listen, there's a lot of women who might have to think about that. There's women that, like you, want children, can't find a partner to procreate with. If you have the means, you know.
Just do it, girl. Don't wait. Just do it. Just do it.
Okay. I respect that, Daphne. All right. So, Daphne, what's your zodiac sign? Wait 7 seconds.
I'm a Sagittarius. Fire, baby.
I love your joy for life.
I am. That's me.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Gregory. It's a microcosm of a macrocosm. I understand better what you're talking about. So many cases on social media and non-social media on these dysfunctional females. Yes, sir. Right. I agree with you 100%, brother.
Okay, yeah. I love your joy for life. All right. What kind of man you looking for now, baby? Wait 7 seconds.
Girl, I want me a fine American. Okay? He has to be an American, please. I would like Florida. My ex-husband was in Florida. And so, yeah, this didn't work out. Came back to Canada to have my baby. He wasn't the one. I wasn't feeling it. I didn't want a baby from this guy. Anyway, so I'd like to go back.
Okay. Yes. Now, so you lived in America before? Okay. All right, so a fine American man, what's your deal breakers? Wait 7 seconds.
No more alcoholics, narcissists, mentally unstable. I can't do that. I'm done for the rest of my life. I need somebody that's stable, that's work-oriented, family-oriented, that knows what he wants. I want the perfect balance between family and partying because that's who I am. I'm not just a mom. I'm a woman first and foremost. So I need somebody that's going to bring that, feminine side.
Okay. To bring that feminine side for you. Okay. Can he have kids already?
Okay. I know I have kids, but they're young, so we can't both have young kids. Like somebody's got older kids.
So you want him to accept your 3 kids and one is a 1-year-old, but he couldn't have a 1-year-old that you would be willing to accept.
Look how dysfunctional this woman is. She want somebody to accept her kids, but he can't have young kids himself. 3 kids, guys. This is dysfunction that you got to deal with. This microcosm is all over the world. It's getting harder and harder for men to find good traditional women that don't have a lot of baggage.
Somebody that we all had kids the same age, wasn't working out, girl. We can't. It's just chaos. It's crazy. I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, I want kids, but older kids, please.
Okay, you said her experience is teaching her that this man cannot have a 1-year-old like her.
No.
Does he have to look a certain way? You already said that American man, right?
Any shades of dark, any shades of black, from light to dark. Just want him to be fine, looking good, hardworking, because I'm a hardworking woman. And I'm not looking for anybody like taking care of me, but I won't say no if you want to, you know, cash app or anything like that. I'm not going to say no.
Okay. Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
Okay, it's time to be real. Yes, he has. Yes.
Now, listen, guys. This woman got 3 children. She got
Somebody
3 children.
needs to pay for all my children. And mine and Gary, all our suffering, all our pain. Somebody needs to be held accountable
for her 3 children, guys. She wants somebody to pay for her 3 children. Now listen how much she said you got to make, Top Gun. Top Gun said, as a native Floridian, she's nothing more than a goofy pump and dump. We grew up on Luke and Poison Clan and can see through that beat. Yeah, Top Gun. And in the words of the Whiners. It's him no more. Yeah, Greg, they do need clinical help because they're very delusional. Shout out to J. Laurent Presence. Shout out to Jay Shaw. Shout out, brother. How you guys doing? How you brothers doing? Thank you for tuning in, guys. They need a lot of clinical help. The dysfunction is real. I want to challenge you young men that made good choices. The younger men, middle-aged men, if you don't have children or a wife, I want you guys to keep your standards high, man. Because the amount of money this woman says she wants from a man, guys, is appalling. You guys will see. Hold tight.
What's the minimum? Wait 7 seconds.
Minimum 200? That's okay. 200, that's fine.
So this woman, this woman, guys, want a man to make $200,000. She got another man nuggets. 3 kids that came out of her body, probably been ran through. And she want a man that damn make $200,000. A man that made damn good choices, or even if he got kids, supposed to make $200,000 for this woman and her children. And that's why I told you guys, carnal hypergamy is real. Carnal hypergamy, guys, it's real. You're going to make $200,000, guys, for something used. Something severely used. 3 babies that came out of this woman. You went to school, work hard, engineer, but you're going to pay $200,000 for a used product. That's delusion. And that's lack of self-awareness, guys. And this microcosm is something that Kevin Samuels saw. This microcosm is something that Kendra is seeing. And some might say that Kendra is using Kevin's style. But this microcosm, guys, is what a lot of men are seeing. And this is what happens when men fail to lead.
When men fail to lead, the children rebel and the women take over.
It's him no more.
Ma'am, book a session.
Why do you think a woman who is an average looking, below average physicality, below average weight, can sit around talking about they're going to hold out? Or wait, what are you waiting for? The answer is what many are waiting for is a sucker. They're waiting for somebody to go ahead and say, you know what? Even though you got 200,000 miles on you and had a couple of wrecks, I'm going to go ahead and pay brand new prices for it.
And guys, that's delusional. Shout out to Cortez Smith. Yeah, she gotta be trolling, man. Or crazy as hell one. LJ, the Southern Vegas and Culture. This lovely lady is crazy. She's very crazy. Gregory Scott, shout out to Gregory for the fire. He said, no wonder I hear Canadian men complain about their women and the British men. Yeah, this disease called euphemism, guys, is spreading everywhere. It's spreading everywhere, guys. And many gonna be singing that song by Patti LaBelle on my own. It's spreading everywhere, guys.
This is how it's going to be.
A man that makes money gotta settle for this. Right, no engineer, doctor, lawyer, any high-paying profession bringing in 200 or even 4 will even take them into consider highly delusional. Right, and guys, I do these guys to show you how delusional. These women have no self-awareness whatsoever. No self-awareness. No self-reflection. Overvalue themselves. But I'm the problem for talking about it, guys.
I'm laughing because you're saying 200, like, I mean, I guess. So what did your ex-husband do? I'm assuming your ex-husband made a lot of money.
Okay. Anyway, my ex was making money, I assume. He was taking good care of me until I moved my ass to the United States for love, and then there was not much money. So he was just basically living on credit, creating fake companies, having money during COVID, those relief money, you know, we had a good time with it. But I guess now IRS is running after him, so I had to run back to Canada because it was Kendra, it was just fake. Everything was fake. I thought I knew the person. I did know him, and it was nothing that he was projecting. Wasn't working, none of that.
And her man is a pookie. you can't make this stuff up, guys. You cannot make this stuff up.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
All right. I gotta jump in, so I'm gonna let you respond to the cousins. A couple things. Do you make 200K yourself?
Okay.
Wait 7 seconds.
Okay, people are like, they can't believe I'm with you, girl. They're no crazy. Hey, okay, my immature people hitting up. Okay, I don't make 2. I make 100. I used to make 100 as a CEO back in Canada. So now that I changed job, it's to level up. You don't change job to do less, right? So I have my goals, and I always achieve my goals. I'm not trying to brag here, but I'm a hardworking sister. So I used to make 100, working myself towards 2. So I want this person to be, you know, next to me.
How old are you have a 1-year-old, and how old are your twins? Wait 7
9, yeah.
9, okay. 9. So you described one of the most popular men on the planet. So you want to be black, you have to be a certain height?
I'm a tall girl, so at least 6.
Okay. So at least 6 feet, at least 200K, and very fine black men. Do you want to be in a monogamous relationship? Girl.
200K, guys, and this is what they think of you as black men. That's why I keep telling you guys, you got to raise your standards. This is what they think of you guys as black men. No different than this silly woman here, guys. But I'm the problem for bringing out the delusion. Raise your standards, keep your standards high, and never settle for mediocrity, guys. Because this is mental illness on deck. This is unresolved cognitive distortions called minimization. All this baggage and damage, and she wants you to put a ring on.
I'm trying to touch the States this time. 2021. Yeah, show him I can still rap though. Now I'm in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. Run it up. First it was the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending all the bag like here I go again.
My perfect man would be a tall black stallion. He loves to cook because I'm not really a good cook, so that's his thing. He loves driving. He loves driving the kids to school in the morning. He's just really, really hands-on, you know, with my kids. He's sterile because he can't have kids of his own, so he really cherishes mine. He's funny. We do movie quotes all the time. Every time we go around, we just laugh and do karaoke. He's smart. He is very good with the money. He takes care of all that, and he just lets me, you know, make the beds and just do me.
And this is what you young men that are single got to deal with.
Oh, yes. I am sharing. Okay.
Have you ever... Okay, I have a question.
If he's really...
Right, Gregory.
Okay, so let me say one thing. Have you ever dated a man that had all those...
I did. I did. But...
What happened?
I was the problem. I was in serious back then. I dated international.
You had...
Like, I dated white, black, name it. I'm an open person. But I want...
I'm going to let you respond to this because this is what's going to be said if I make you a highlight. You're a beautiful girl, but we're going to do the Kendrick game in a second. What would you say to the person that says you want a man that makes $200K, 150, tall, 6 feet, and fine, and you have 3 children? What would you say to the person that doesn't think that that's possible?
Bring to the table, period.
What do you bring to the table?
I'm a very family-oriented person. I am a queen, and I expect myself to be treated as a queen, but I also know I'm going to treat my man as a king.
Remember, she said, how can you be a queen if a man has never made you his queen and you got children? Not children, guys, but she got children
needs to pay
by all these men.
All my children and mine.
That's the dysfunction and the delusion that we have. People are overusing this word queen. You're not a queen, man.
That's the way I do it. That's the way I roll with my man. I take good care of him.
Right. But this man, but you take good care of him, but this man also has to be open to taking care of 3 kids that are not his.
To kids too, but I said older.
Right, but he has to be willing to take care of your 3 young kids and you. So that's 4 people.
Yeah.
A man gotta take care of her damn young kids, and she got 3 nuggets. So basically, 3 men already put pus in this woman. I got a good show coming up, guys. A man, she got 3 nuggets, guys, and 3 men gotta take care of this woman nuggets. And that's why they're called Angry Birds, guys, because when you hear men like Top Gun, Jay Shaw, and all the young brothers that make good choices, they become Angry Birds.
Loser ass nigga.
Your video with comments about
He's a
certain
loser.
other female. Just to let you niggas know, we don't need y'all. We want y'all, but we don't need you.
20 years later.
Our black men, we want all y'all back. Because we love you, we see you, kings, and most importantly, we need you. And most importantly, we need you.
And most importantly, we need you.
You can't.
If you a that's for the streets.
You can't delete the ski. You can't delete the ski.
I know a who used to suck dick every month of night.
You can't
delete your.
You can't delete it, guys. Once they get that skin on, man, you can't delete it. You're getting a used commodity, man. Somebody else's DNA is flowing in her brain and blood marrow, and they want you to put a ring on it. They want you she want to damn set demands and set expectations. So delusional. So delusional. Shout out to my man, LJ, the Southern Vegan, the queen of tricks. Yeah, definitely the queen of tricks. And then the words of Pokey Pig. Not Pokey, but Pokey. That's all, folks.
If you just want to date, no. But what I'm doing right now, I want something serious. So obviously we have to blend. I have to accept his kids. He has to accept my kids. We're blending. If it's just for dating, just a good time, okay, whatever. No, I don't want that. You know, my kids are not going to see these people. But if it's for serious purpose, yeah, we're blending. I'm taking care of his kids, and he's taking care of mine too.
Do you want more kids?
I'd like maybe one last one.
Now think about it, guys. Why would you marry a woman that got damn 3 kids and her womb is already severely used? So if you get, by the time you marry her, she gonna only give you 1 child. You might get 1 out of her. But they want you to come back and save this trash. Already got 3 nuggets, but say you want 2 to 3 kids yourself as a man that made good choices like Top Gun and Jay Shar and LJ, the Southern Vegan, whoever. They want you to come back and marry this woman. She's setting the rules instead of being grateful and saying, I'm going to do everything in my power to give these men kids. Solipsism, guys, is so powerful. I see it all the time in therapy, man. But they want you to come back and put a ring on this woman's hand. That's the matrix mindset, guys.
So this man has to be able to afford to take care of you, your 3 children, his kids. Hello? Okay, so he has to be able to afford to take care of you, your 3 children, himself, if he already has kids, and then potentially another child off a $200K salary.
Yeah. Because, yes, Kendra, because it's not all on him. The way we're saying it, it's as if it's all on him. We're a team, so whatever he's bringing, I'm a match it.
And that's why I'm telling you, men, to raise your standards. Raise your standards, man. You need to raise your standards high. Raise your standards high so you don't damn have to keep taking these damn package deals, guys. Raise your standards. Top Gun said family-oriented bitch. You got kids. You're supposed to be family. Package deals, guys.
Said that if he had a 1-year-old, you would not accept him. But yet and still, you want him to accept your 1-year-old. It'd actually be a provider in some way. It'd actually be the father to your 1-year-old, because I do respect that you wanted to be a mom and you made it happen. But you wouldn't even sign up for what you're asking somebody else. I don't know, Kendra. It's just like all young kids. I've tried it. You know, I'm open. No, but listen, and I get that. But do you receive that? You would not even sign up for what you want a man to sign up for. No, that's not what I'm saying. Just the kids. You okay? Would you date a man? Would you date a man with a what? Would you date a man with a 1-year-old child?
I would have to really.
She said it depends. This woman already got baggage, and that's what I'm saying, guys. Because black men have such low standards. This woman should be grateful for whatever she get with the kind of baggage she got. If he's an average man, that's a hard-working man, she should be grateful, because that's all she qualifies for. But she think because she make $100,000, her social market value equivocates her sexual market, and it doesn't.
I'm open, but I would really have to check it out, because I don't want no baby mama drama. I don't want that. I don't know. The way I see it, I'm a solo mom, so I don't have no other parent giving me drama around. I'm a solo mom. And the thing is that if the man has a 1-year-old with a baby mom, I just need his stuff to be settled, clear, healthy. I don't want a drama. I can't do that. No.
That's fair, because you look at it from your point of view. And so from his point of view, this is the things that men have shared. They have to be able to afford. So yeah, they're not dealing with drama, but they have to be able to provide for kids that they did not create. And you have 3, and they're beautiful. 100. Kids are a blessing.
And guys, that's Wholeflation, where average to subpar women think they deserve the top tier men. That's Wholeflation, because your grandmama wasn't like that. Your grandmother was a virgin, or your grandmama had low bodies. But you got women that got damn 3 kids probably about 2 or 3 different men, and gonna tell a damn man he gotta make 200,000. That's Wholeflation, a word that I created. That's Wholeflation, and it's delusional, and it's called the minimization of masculinity or the commodification of subjugation. That's Wholeflation.
Right, but they don't know your kids like you know your kids, and they have to be willing to love your kids, rightfully so, the way you love your kids, and provide for them, provide shelter, spend money. So yeah, they're not dealing with drama, but they have to, what they worked hard to become, spend that money on your kids that they didn't create. And some men,
I get that, but we're skipping steps. Like, I'm not even there yet. At first, you have to meet the person. You have to see, because that's not the way I see it. I don't expect somebody, when I start dating them, to provide for my kids. That's not how I roll. I just want to get to know the person. I want to get to know their values and everything. But obviously, eventually, if we do get serious, you need to participate. I can't just like be like, hey, let's just talk the kids, you know? Like, he has to participate. But whatever I'm gonna ask of him, match it too, and I will match too. So if he has kids, obviously I'm gonna provide for his kids too. It's the way I see it. We all blend. We all put it together. So it seems, because the way you're bringing it up, it's like I expect so much from him, but I'm not willing to give nothing. It's not like that.
It's not that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm talking strictly about money. So in the money dynamic, are you guys going to go 50-50, or do you want to spend more money on the household?
We can do 50-50. We can all put it in the same pot. We'll figure that out. We can do 50-50 to start.
Let's do, to start, it will change?
When you are blending a family, you're putting yourselves together. No, we have to do one pot.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra can.
Girl, I'm look, girl. I'm in my pajamas. Okay, so what's the Kendra can? I have to get up?
You gotta stand up and we see your full body. Can you push back? You're in great shape. You had a baby a year ago? You have no stomach. You look good.
Thank you.
And she got a fupa, guys. And she got a fupa out she had children by Raekwon. But they want you to put a ring on this nonsense. That's why I keep telling you single men that make good choices. Don't settle for this nonsense. Do not settle for this nonsense.
Yeah, 1 year ago.
So you want to move back to America?
Florida, please.
Okay.
I can do ATL.
All right. Daphne, when was your last relationship, baby?
Girl, don't ask
you don't have
me.
To no, hold on, real quick. I was burping. I literally was burping. I was not making a smirk. In that moment, I literally was burping. So that was not a Kendra Shady moment. I was burping. You're good. 2 years ago. When was the last time you had sex? You don't have to answer.
Question. I thought you were gonna ask, and you're asking. New Year's Eve.
Say again?
And before that, it was...
Okay. What are 3 flaws? I can't hear you,
before New Year's Eve, it was 2021.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask. When was the last time you was intimate with someone?
New Year's Eve.
I'm sorry. That was my fault. What are 3 flaws you have to work on?
My openness. I need to be more open and less stiff. Definitely. I'm working on that. Not lower, but not be so hard on people, whether it's like family, friends, or stuff like that. I need to be cool off a little bit. And my 3rd flaw would be, Kendra, I don't know, honestly. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but that's a loaded question.
How is 3 things you have to work on? That's a hard question. You know what? Shout out to Zach Book. Zach Book said if you can't name 3 flaws,
okay, so give me that. I can't name 3 flaws. That's my 3rd flaw.
That's the problem I think a lot of my audience has is you can run down 17 flaws your ex had or somebody you dealt with, but when it comes to 3 things and self-reflecting that you may have to work on, people can't do it. And it goes to show how much people are not self-reflecting.
I think I haven't had that.
And guys, that goes back to self-awareness, but also, guys, that goes back to solipsism. And that's why I do these shows, guys. They don't have no self-awareness. They have no self-awareness. not willing to look at themselves, not willing to take ownership for bad behavior. A woman that got 3 kids, womb is used by 3 men, probably 2 or 3 men, but yet she thinks she's still worthy of a good man because she make $100,000. Not understanding how much money you make as a woman, it's not how men see you for a wife. They don't get it.
I was burping. I literally.
Okay, give me that. I can't name 3 flaws. That's my 3rd flaw.
That's the problem I think a lot of my audience has is you can run down 17 flaws your ex had or somebody you dealt with, but when it comes to 3 things in self-reflecting that you may have to work on, people can't do it. And it goes to show how much people are not self-reflecting.
I think I haven't had that.
Don't self-reflect, but not only don't self-reflect, don't have no self-awareness, guys. Don't have no self-awareness and very delusional. Watch this, guys.
Self-awareness is about knowing yourself, your feelings, thoughts, and actions. It's like having a mirror to see who you are inside. When you have self-awareness, you understand why you do things and how they affect you and others. It's like being your own detective, exploring your own mind and heart. Self-awareness helps you make better choices, understand your strengths and weaknesses, and improve your relationships with others. So, take a moment to pause and reflect on yourself. It's the first step toward personal growth and success.
Don't have no self-awareness.
In such a long time, I haven't been dating, I haven't been exchanging, but it's true. On that level, I need to look back and be like, you know, if your question would have been like, where did you mess up in your last relationship? Maybe I would have given you more juice.
Go ahead. Where did you mess up in your last relationship?
Him, and I wanted to change him, and I couldn't accept like what you see is what you get, and I didn't take it for what it was. So that was my problem, to thinking I could change or I could, you know, control certain things about the person. That was definitely on me. Also, I was not paying attention to what he was telling me. I was not listening and to what he needed. I wasn't giving him what he needed from me, and I wasn't aware that I was not even capable of giving that to him. I wasn't the right person for him. Definitely not.
Okay, fair enough. Now, why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I think right now I'm more aware of like being a better listener to what that other person would want and need, and just be honest to him and myself as in whether I'm capable of giving it or not, you know? So I think what I could bring is just be a good listener, a good cheerleader. I think I can bring that, especially for a brother. We don't give our brothers enough credit in this society, and that's what I want to do.
Okay. You want to stand by your man. Listen, you're a beautiful girl. I can tell you've been a beautiful girl all your life, and men have hit on you all your life. So that confidence exudes. I can't
sleep really tonight. I need to find my flaws. Sleeping, I'm gonna reflect back. I'm gonna get back my journal and reflect.
I think that, okay, I don't know if it's a flaw, but I think that, as I was saying, you're a beautiful girl, and I think that a certain type of guy has always probably tried to reach out to you or hit on you, but now you want something more serious. You want to build a family. So being beautiful just isn't going to be enough when it comes to building.
And guys, they always want to build a family after they gave all their good years to ain't ish men, gave all their virtue to ain't ish men. Now they want to build a family. They don't think about valuing themselves in their younger years. See, a woman that's self-aware realizes that I want to give my body to my husband or keep my body slow. But they only want a family when they get older and their value is declining. And when you listen to men like Boyce Watkins, guys, Boyce Watkins will keep a lot of women single. And Boyce might mean well, but Boyce will keep a lot of women single.
Channel, and I look at who's in there making comments, right? And what I would almost say to you, brother, is just in terms of a thought, is I think there's a reason why men resonate with your message more than women, because I don't really hear the kind of intelligent, constructive advice that I think you're capable of when I see your commentary, I see a lot of stuff that could come off as woman bashing, right? Like that, just the little video I
So calling out bad behavior, guys, is woman bashing. Some your grandmama did, your great grandmama did. My grandmom did it. My grandmama called out my other women for bad behavior. But now it's bashing. Telling the truth is bashing. Truth is bashing now.
Family. And the guy that you described, which is 6 feet, black man, 200K, and you also want to be monogamous, which I understand. But this man is wanted by 1,000 women, right? There's a lot of women that want that man that you described. So that man has to decide if he wants to build a life with you or with someone who might be just as beautiful.
So Kendra,
but maybe doesn't.
I'll bring it then. If you are a man that wants to be loved, seen, and heard for who you are, truly, I'm here because I want to connect. I want to hear you. I want to listen to you. I want to cheer you. I want to support you. Because, yeah, you said it's very generic what I'm asking, but let's...
No. Wait, pause. You're not asking for a generic. You're asking for exceptional. You want an exceptional man. That's not generic. So real quick, I want to make sure we get that clear. Hold on. You did not ask for generic. You asked for exceptional. This man that you described is probably black man, maybe 1%.
If that black man wants...
You asked for 1% of men.
I'm the person for that. That's all I'm saying.
You're offering yourself a beautiful girl and also 3 children that he has to pay for.
Yeah. We'll see, Kendra. I'll definitely keep you posted. We'll see.
Listen, you're beautiful. So let me tell you something. You're beautiful. You always gonna have a man.
The situation I'm in is it wasn't my choice because when I got my twins, I was engaged with that person, and we were on our way to get married. Everything was fine. That my parents are still together. That's the background where I come.
I got some good cooler counters, Miss Kendra. It's good.
Men, are you dealing with issues like this? Book a session.
I got 6, Kendra.
6. How old are you, Diamond?
I'm 44.
44. Have you ever been married?
I'm married right now, but I'm separated. My husband is a cheater.
How many children's dads do you have? Just one?
I got 6, Kendra. I gave every man I loved a baby.
Okay, so you have 6 children by 6 men, and you're married to a different man.
That's right.
You must got some fire vagina.
I got some good cooler counters, Miss Kendra. It's good.
What happened to wise women like this woman? Here's why, and why she explains why you shouldn't aspire to be a single mother, but have a father and a good man in your life.
At the standard, like, okay, I'm a single mother. I have a daughter. My daughter's 18. People have always told her, oh, you know, your mom has it all together. You have a good life. You travel. No, I need to be honest with her and say, no, I don't want you to be a single mother. Get married. Find a nice man that, you know, has some standards, some family values that you can raise a nice family with. This is not how it's supposed to be done. Right. I don't care how great it looks. It's not the way to go.
I'm tired of hearing pussy. So I always wanted to have that person, be married with that person, and I would have still been with that person today. But what happened is that one of my twins, he shook one of my kids. So, you know, shaken baby syndrome. So when he almost killed one of the babies, I was like, I'm out. And from that point on, I became a single mom. That's not what I wanted, but this was my situation. So I focused on my kids for so many years, not really dating, that when I was ready to date, it's like, it's hard for a woman to date when you're single mom. It's hard. You get judged, you get mom shamed. Nobody wants a single mom, but look, sometimes circumstances happen that it's not your fault and you end up being single. So it's not because you're a single mother that you ain't good.
I don't think society either. I mean, we're all here because of others.
Society is telling us otherwise.
Well, no, I think what happens is this. This is why I was trying to tell you. I was just trying to speak. These are the things that I've learned and what men have said. And also not even what men have said, men in the world. Like a lot of men that you guys describe are in my real life. And we have these, and I asked them because I want to give y'all the information, right? Because I'm like, okay, you fit these descriptions. Y'all are wealthy. Y'all, you know, You don't have any kids. What do you desire? And sometimes, and this just happened recently, a guy told me he would not take care of another man's kids. He would not allow another man's kids to live in a castle that he built. And he would not let another man's legacy. He's very wealthy. So I wanted to get the mindset because I want to be able.
That's why I call it black love without consent. They never ask men what they want. No man that's worked hard and built his money up and stacked his money up is going to settle for this crap. Ma'am, you're damaged, ma'am. You gave all your virtue away. You're giving your body away, and then you got kids. No man's going to take you serious. Not for no wife, he's not. If he is, he's a fool. I would never take her serious because why would I pay full price for this woman where I can get a younger woman, a woman her age that's prettier, that don't have children at all? And if you go to the Philippines, you can get you a virgin of South Africa. I mean, crazy, man.
To share with y'all because I'm not even sure if you guys, that's why I ask always women when they describe that man, have you ever dated it? Do you know anybody that fits the description? Because if so, start talking to them. Have real life conversations with them and then ask them.
Did you ask
that man
why he wouldn't?
Yeah, because he does not want another man's seed to benefit off of the legacy that he created.
Right.
He wants your own biological child to.
If I'm a widow.
Why would I want another man's seed to benefit from the money that I made if I can leave that legacy to my own kids? I'm not paying another woman. I'm not taking care of another man's seed and giving his seed my legacy when I can give that legacy to my own children. What man in his right mind would be that damn stupid?
Well, I'm not at age 22. I mean, it's not my fault.
But listen, but it's not your fault. You're right, and this is not about fault. This is not about blame. But just like how you have your strong feelings about dating a person with a 1-year-old, he has his strong feelings, and you guys are both right to have your strong feelings. And if he did create a millionaire empire, he does have the right to decide who's going to benefit
It's
from it.
just that the fact that we are stigmatized. I mean, my daughter, I decided to have her years after. I mean, my twins are 9, she's 1. I finally took the leap of faith. I did, because of my situation. But the thing is that we're stigmatized. It's,
Let me ask you a question. Pause. I don't think it's stigmatized. Would you date a man that made $50,000?
It depends where I am in my life. Today, no, but younger, yes. It depends.
Okay, so that is your preference. So one would say you are stigmatizing a 50K man because he's not good enough for you to date. And that's and you would say, don't be offended by that. That's just not what I want to date. So you can't get offended if a guy says, I don't want to date that. Just like you have the right to look at a group that doesn't match you, he also has that same right to say this is not what I desire. So it's not. So I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair to say you're being stigmatized. You're just.
As much as the 50K man, I just want man or society to at least have the openness before they shut down. Because sometimes it's like, oh, she's a single mom. They're shutting down.
But ma'am, you want men to be open, but you're not open. You want men to accept you for who you are, but you're not willing to accept a man for who he is. That's hypocrisy at its finest.
Right away. It's like me. I mean, I said 200, but I'd be open to a 150. I can't just shut it down right away. I have to take a look. At least that's all I'm saying. Single moms are being shut down so quickly that you can bypass a wonderful jam. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, but you also but listen, I'm not gonna cry tears for you because you'll shut down a 50K man so quickly. So you're shutting down 50K men. You're shutting down men who don't make your salary requirement. So no, I'm not gonna shed tears for you because you shut down people.
Because we have standards, but I'm still gonna remain open.
Okay, so why can't a man have standards? So you can have standards to shut down a group of people because they don't make your salary requirement, but he can't have a standard to say I don't want to raise another man's kid. You're not gonna get tears from me on this one.
Okay.
The problem is, this is the flaw. You're only looking at it from your point of view. And the things that you want to get sympathy for, you do the same, just to a different group.
Delusional. And that goes back to what I said a minute ago, guys. These women are very delusional. That's called solipsism. They can't think outside of themselves, and they can't think outside of their feelings. And that's solipsism at its finest.
Like you would shut down men who don't make your salary requirement. So why is that man not good enough? Why because he doesn't make 100K, he can't get a second look from you?
No, I'm
Should he get sympathy?
He's not good enough. He just doesn't fit what I want. But I'm never gonna talk down about the guy that makes 50K because next year maybe he'll make 100.
But listen, I don't think that when I was sharing the story of what the guy said, he was talking down on a single mom. He was just explaining. You know what I'm saying? You got to think. First of all, let's just talk. To become a millionaire is not easy, right? It's not an easy thing. So you went through a lot to become this very successful person. You might have had nights where you had nothing to eat. You might have had a struggle. Who knows what you did, but you made it, right? So yes, you can decide who benefits from that. And if you want to decide, I only want my seed and my legacy to benefit from all this hard work, that is not stigmatizing single moms. Yeah. And again, I would say this too. And I do want to end with this. I'm not saying you're not going to get what you desire. I mean, it's going to be difficult. There's not a lot of men. You very well may manifest the guy that you described. So it's not that it's challenging. Definitely.
And look what this helper is saying, guys. She gonna manifest the man she wants. This nonsense, witchcraft, or delusional, or magical thinking. 3 nuggets, guys. This woman got 3 nuggets. She can have standards, but if a man make 50,000, she don't want him. You see how they see you guys. They can't think.
I knew that I was adding a strike in myself, but that's.
Solipsism says they cannot think outside of themselves. They think that their value is higher than yours. Even though she got a lot of baggage, she thinks her value is higher than yours. And that's why, men, you got to keep your standards high. Women are the gatekeepers to sex. Men are the gatekeepers to relationships. If you don't marry them, then they'll be by themselves.
That's on me because I'm like, damn, I already have 2 now. I'm going to have a 3rd one. And I got it with a sperm donor. So I'm well aware. But, you know, I still decided to have her. So I'm team kids. And we'll see what happens. But I'm not going to settle, girl. Mm-mm.
She ain't gonna sell her, girl. You see my point, guys? She says she ain't gonna sell her, but they want you to sell her. She ain't gonna sell her, but they want you to sell her.
And what does settling mean to you?
For what I think I want and what I think like I'm worth. You know, sometimes patience.
And what are you worth?
Love, respect, compassion. Beyond the 200, you know, there's mainly the you know.
She ain't gonna sell it, but she wants you to sell it. Right. And guys, that's Wholeflation. That is Wholeflation, and that's why I keep telling you, man. Shout out to the Ingram Experience, Peaceful Life, relationship capitalism, the right to make good choices and to get the kind of woman that you want and to live your life on your own terms, to get the best bang for your buck. Relationship capitalism, it's an antithesis to Wholeflation. When you start raising your bar and raising your standards, you won't settle for this nonsense, guys, because this is nonsense.
Someone can love you, be compassionate, and be there for you, and not make $150,000.
We might fall in love. I'll call you compassionate.
I love it. All right, let's do it. For the guy that's interested, how can he reach out to you?
My IG, Daphne Shannon, broker. Just add me on IG. And if you need a mortgage in Canada, I'm here.
Daphne, you're beautiful.
All right, thank you. I love you, Kendra. I can't believe this is happening, girl.
I love you more, sweetheart. I love you more. Yeah, I want to say this. I really want you guys to start talking to the man that you described. Because she asked me my opinion, but I mean, and I literally have been having these conversations. I just had this one not too long ago with a guy, and I was just like, you know, and he said no.
All right, guys, enough of this nonsense. I'm about to end this stream, guys, and watch NC State. My Heels, we lost yesterday, but damn, NC State is balling, man. So we had three teams from the Tar Heel State. Duke plays Houston tonight. My boys, we choked last night. But NC State is balling. My daughter goes to NC State, so I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to leave you guys on this note, guys. You're definitely trying to manifest a Russell Wilson, Chad, for real. She trying to manifest a Russell Wilson. She be trying to manifest a Tyrone for the mailroom. Right. Well, she don't deserve Chad, the real Tyrone for the mailroom. She don't deserve him. But these chicks are delusional, man, highly delusional. And I'm going to keep doing these damn shows and keep telling you men to keep your standards high and to manifest the right to self-determination. Because they don't even value you enough. 3 kids, and she still thinks she deserves a man that make good money. But anyway, guys, we're going to end this stream. But before we end it, shout out to everyone that showed love on tonight. Shout out to Gregory Scotland. He was the #1 sponsor of the stream. KP from KC5 for the 5. Shout out to him. Shout out to my man Top Gun, as he's always showing love. Shout out to T Kings for the 5. Shout out to Top Gun again for the 5. Shout out to Gregory Scotland once again for the 5. Shout out to Gregory for the 2. Shout out to Top Gun for the 2. Shout out to Top Gun again for the 2. Guys, y'all gotta stop letting the same guys show love, man. Shout out to Top Gun again for the 2. Shout out to Top Gun again for the 2. Shout out to Top Gun for the 5. Shout out to Gregory Scotland for the 5. MC Recovery for the 5, and LJ the Vegan. Guys, I got some good things coming up for you guys, man. Doing these shows is hard, man, because it goes against the norm, man. But these shows need to be heard. But I'm always grateful to the people that show love and the ones that are watching, that took time out of your busy schedule to watch my channel. But anyway, guys, we signing off. Love to the brotherhood. Happy Easter. Happy Good Friday. Guys, y'all keep living your lives, loving yourselves, and don't worry about the foolishness in America, guys, because you can find better women in the Philippines. You can find better women in the motherland. You can find better women abroad, women that will respect you, and women that got more realistic expectations. So anyway, guys, we signing off. We signing off, guys. Much love and blessings, guys, and be well.
When men fail to lead, the children rebel and the women take over.
Cognitive dissonance is a condition that happens for a myriad of reasons. Many times in modern America, men and women often do one of the following. They deny the evidence. They become enraged when you present them with the evidence. They argue to ad hominem attacks, meaning they attack the messenger instead of the message. And they will fight you or flee because they cannot hear what you are saying. A condition such as this, tied into cognitive dissonance, often happens to those that have or lack self-awareness. They stay in a perpetual cycle of arrested development, exhibited by this.
When my friends go, it was simple. When the ends low, switch the tempo. I got right, I got heart, I don't die, I'ma fight. I go down, then I strike. I go hard day and night, yeah. I go hard day and night. 1 to 1, no surprise. See the hate in their eyes. My brother's blood money bleed. I got the game in the squeeze. What would you do for some green? What would you do for some blues? Go pick and choose, the fam of the cheese. Some people not built like that. Some people get killed like that. Pressure like water, lights, mortgage. I've been at bills like that. Now I got kids like that. No wonder why I feel like that. Some people go to war for nothing. Me, I go to war for something.
Before there was the manosphere, I was. Before there was the internet, I was.
When the ends low, switch the tempo. I got right, I got heart, I won't die, I'ma fight. I go down, bet I strike. I go hard day and night. Money on the line, keep calling. Money on the books, need all that. My kids, they'll be ballin'. Got a real bankroll, not for Instagram. My mama on the line, keep calling. Praying for me, know I need all that. Told me it's not about ballin'. Real blessed, but I'm still sinning, man. What would you do for a win? What would you do for your friends? What if this life is a foe? What if the dogs pretend? What if you rode to the end? What if you started again?
Fire! The kosher clinician.
Salty Balls for showing love, always showing love. Salty Balls says just stopping through, watching from the clouds, working. Yeah, man, I know you're getting it in, brother. I appreciate everything you've done, man. But guys, we're signing off. And guys, I want you guys to keep fighting, keep going hard in the paint. and never settling for the current malaise that we have here in America. I'm signing off, guys.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine?
Left it to the bank like.
Y'all, this is another good one, another great show on tonight. 5 minutes out of the hour, 8 o'clock. The delusion continues to fester, guys, in modern America. 5 minutes out of the hour, 8 o'clock. Once again, bringing to you live from the greatest state in the Union, the Tar Heel State. Thank you to the 25 that showed up. Guys, never settle for package deals. Always get the best women, the best bang for your buck, because no one can love you better than you love yourself. Keep grinding, guys. Keep your head high and keep loving yourself, because the delusion continues here in this current malaise called America. Be well.
I be waking up when you go night-night in a different song with the time sign. Left it to the bank like. Ha 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 ha. Ooh, go. Left it to the bank like. Ha 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 ha. I got any 10s, 20, 50, 100s, 10s, 20, 50, 100s, 10s, 20, 50, 100s, 10s, 20, 50, 100s. I get it up, flip it and continue. I've been going dumb, I've been going mental. Going up, I'm on another level. All black clothes like a medal. Little this and this, little Rick and Rick. My grandmama, I'm her Nicky Nick. I just wanna love, but I've been hit or miss. I might up and leave, then I take a pic. Laugh it to the bank like. Ha 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 ha. Go. Laugh it to the bank like. Ha 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 ha. I got any 10s, 20, 50, 100s, 10s, 20, 50, 100s, 10s, 20, 50, 100s, 10s, 20, 50, 100s.
Channel, and I look at who's in there making comments, right? And what I would almost say to you, brother, is just in terms of a thought, is I think there's a reason why men resonate with your message more than women, because I don't really hear the kind of intelligent, constructive advice that I think you're capable of when I see your commentary. I see a lot of stuff that could come off as woman bashing, right? Like that, just the little video that I